Yo, it's official. Like a referee with a whistle. Like, share the video, and all that good stuff. And, we're going to do like we always do. You know what I'm saying? We're going to talk that talk. And we're going to go out and make it happen. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on in this crazy world that we live in. But hey, we don't worry about the things that we can't control. We focus on the things that we can control. That's what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to complain because no one cares. That's just a rule of thumb. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit is. That's how it usually play out. At least that's been my experience. So today, I saw something on somebody's feed a couple of days ago. And it's basically the dude was saying that the women he wants ain't into him. And the one that do like him, he ain't into them. And I think every guy, if you've been living long enough, every guy has had this experience at some point, or will have this experience at one point, where you might like some girl, but she ain't really feeling you like that. Every guy has had that experience. You might even asked her out. She might have said no. She might give you a hard no too, boy. Or if she might have started laughing when you asked her out. I've seen that before. You know. Or the girls that like you, you ain't attracted to them. They might be fat. Might be you might just not be attracted to them. That happens too. Now, if you start getting a lot of women that's approaching you, that's attracted to you, that's approaching you, and you're not attracted to them, that you got to upgrade yourself. That's a sign. That's a sign that you got to upgrade yourself. You know, that's the only thing that's going to change. If you keep attracting a lot of women that you ain't attracted to, it's only one thing to do. I mean, yeah, you can stay the same, but you still gonna keep getting the same thing, attracting the same thing. So you got to upgrade yourself if that keeps happening. Now, some people would say, well, I'll just move and go to another country. Well, look, everybody can't move and go to another country. Let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, the problem that you have in one place, you're probably going to have in the next place too. Now, I know some of y'all, some people in that damn fantasy world looking at too many Hollywood movies. I'm not saying you can't have a better experience in a new location. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying at some point, Your issues is going to arise in your new location. That's all I'm saying. And it might not be the same, exactly the same, but until you deal with your issues, you're gonna keep having the same problem. That's just like if you got a drug problem. If you got a drug problem in Miami and you move to Mexico, you still got the goddamn drug problem. Until you do something about it. If you're antisocial in New York City and you move to Brazil, you still goddamn gonna be antisocial until you do something about it. The problem, everywhere you go, here you go. You're still you. You the common denominator. You know what I'm saying? You still, everywhere you go, that's you. Now, do people look at you different? Of course, people are going to look at you different. But it's still you. You know who you are. Hopefully, you know who you are. They don't know who you are. If you're just meeting them, meeting these new people in this new place, new location, new environment. But you can't trick yourself. Can't fool yourself. You can lie to yourself. But if you lie to yourself, now you're disrespecting yourself. You got to check yourself before you wreck yourself because it's bad for your health. That's what Ice Cube said a long time ago. If you lie to yourself, now you're disrespecting yourself. It's one thing to lie to somebody else, but boy, when you lie to yourself, oh man, that's a different type of disrespect. Well, that's a different type of disrespect right there, boy. Because the only real respect is self-respect. That's the only real respect. So if you're looking for real respect, look in the mirror. That's where the respect it starts from. Starts with the person, starts with the reflection that you're looking at in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? When you walk out into the world, into these different environments, how people feel about you shouldn't matter as much versus how you feel about yourself. It shouldn't. Now, if how people feel about you matters more than how you feel about yourself, man, you're in trouble. You're going to be like these goddamn celebrities walking around here. Crazy as cat shit. You're in trouble. If that's the case, shouldn't be that way. You should think and feel more about yourself than anybody else on the planet. When you walk outside, you should feel like, hey, I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers out here, out in these streets. I mean, if you don't have that confidence, I don't know. I don't understand. You know, I don't get it. You know, just like I don't understand why people spend time around people that really ain't feeling them like that. I mean, we know, come on, men and women, We know if somebody ain't really fucking with us like that. I mean, we know it. We deep down, we know. We might lie to ourselves and fool ourselves. We know this broad ain't fucking with us like that. Or maybe she used to, but it ain't how it is now. Maybe the relationship is, went downhill for whatever reason. And that's sometimes some relationships can't be saved. Some relationships can't be saved. Some people are just broken. And some people don't want to save the relationship. They just want things to stay the way it is and be comfortable. So if that's the case, you should end that relationship. If it's dead as a doorknob, it ain't going nowhere. It ain't growing. If the relationship ain't growing, it's dying. If the relationship ain't growing, it's dying. You know what I'm saying? So it's just best, in my opinion, to end those relationships like that. Where it's like, the other person, they're just looking for a way out. They're doing everything everything humanly possible to turn you off. Maybe she's fat, overweight, ugly, dressed like every time she get dressed, it looked like she going to the gym. She don't dress the way she used to dress. She don't look the way she used to look. Maybe she done picked up 40, 50, 60, 80 pounds. And she ain't got no kids. She ain't got no kids. And this broad done picked up 60 pounds. And she's only 5 foot, 5'2", some shit like that. No kids. No nothing. And she feels like she's entitled to everything. And nothing's ever enough. And then she got all this favoritism. She's into women more than guys. Every time some girlfriend come around, one of her friends come around, she's all excited. But she's never excited when you're around like that. That's weirdo shit, man. You got to get rid of that bitch. At some point, you got to have to get rid of her. And you might have to build up to that. But deep down, this relationship is over. You probably feel like you should have never got with her in the first place. What you probably right. Because I grew up like this. Women didn't get close to women like you see today. There's some weirdo shit going on out here. How some girls tripping all that bullshit. No, I didn't see no shit like that. You might have one or two girls meet up or at the beach or some shit like that. But you don't have no pack of women going to Jamaica. That shit wasn't going on like that, like it is today. A pack of women going to the Dominican Republic. Weirdo shit. And everybody in the hotel room together. Some of them laying up on each other. That's some weirdo shit. Women weren't close to no guys, no other women like that. And even the ones that were close to women like that, they weren't trying to be in no relationship with no other woman or have the woman come over to the house and get close to her man and all. Hell no. Women were like, hey, I don't even want to introduce her, this bitch, to my man. Today, shit. As soon as the guy she's dating decide that they're gonna go steady, she's introducing all her friends to the guy today. That's some weirdo shit. That shit didn't, man, when I was growing up, women didn't give a damn about what no woman thought about the guy she's dating and her husband. They didn't give a damn about that shit. They didn't really want to introduce their husband or their soon-to-be husband to any of them damn bitches. But today, shit has changed, boy, drastically. Today, if the woman, her friends don't like you, it's probably not going to work out between y'all. If her friends don't like you. Because she like her friends, she like her friends better than you. That's weirdo shit. Degenerate shit. I'm like, who's fucking who here? You gonna live with these bitches? I mean, it's weirdo shit going on out here today. So I always looked at it like this. I like who like me. That's how I am. People always ask, what's your type? A woman, what's your type of girl? I like who like me. Now, and in most cases, things usually work out to my advantage. I usually end up with somebody or around somebody or spend a lot of time around somebody. I'm attracted to her. And she of course, she's attracted to me. That's how I usually go. You know, I don't usually spend a lot of time around somebody that she feels like, oh, he's so. He's all right. Hell no. Or it's an uphill battle. You know what I'm saying? She got all these, I got to pull teeth and she don't talk much. And, you know, no, hell no. I don't waste my time. No. Now, if they say if you know better, you do better. And when I was in my, probably high school, college days, it's just much better to spend time around people that y'all vibing, y'all in the same vibe, same energy. You know what I'm saying? She's feeling you much more than I might be feeling her. You know what I'm saying? And the shit is natural. And ain't no hidden agendas, none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? And she don't have to be around me. It's not like I had to do something extra. I had to go out of my way to, you know, win her over and all this weirdo shit. I had to, you know, I had to give her family some money, or I had to, you know, take her shop, do all this extra shit. No, I've never done any of that weirdo shit. I ain't give the parents no money or pay bills, and I haven't done none of that shit in my life. I ain't never. Now, if a woman is with me, of course I'm gonna look out. If something's going on, she need help, yeah. But some random shit, no, I don't play that shit. No. You know. Now, have women asked me for money? Some random type woman? Yeah, they have. And I got rid of their ass because I don't play that. Go ask those people that you spend most of your time with. You know, I mean, I just met you, what, 2 weeks ago, and you say, hey, I need some money to pay my phone bill. I'm like, what? Or I need some money to get my hair fixed. What? Bitch, I just met you last week. I don't even know you. That happens. That happened. It hasn't happened in a long time, but that type of shit happens. It happened when, it's happened to me. I think that's happened to every guy. You know, especially if the girl's in the struggle. You know, because if a woman respects you, has any type of pride about herself, even if she has some type of financial problem, maybe she's in the struggle, it's going to be hard for her to ask you for some money. I mean, her back has to be against the wall, to ask you, a new guy, a guy that she barely knows. Hey, you might not even smash yet. It's going to take a lot for that woman to ask you for some money like that. But if she's a hood rat or no good, low down, dirty, filthy McNasty, oh, she don't give a damn. She'll ask anybody for money. She don't got no pride, no class. She don't care. Especially a hood rat. Ask anybody for money. Or maybe she's in an entertainment business, something like that. The music business, something like that. Like them Hollywood chicks. They don't shit. Or maybe she belong to the streets. Them type of chicks, they don't give a fuck. They ask anybody for money. And I don't mean you got to give it up. Shit. And I'm like, how does bitch know I got money to give up like that anyway? And what makes me want to give it to you? Give it to her. Especially if she's a filthy McNasty. But a lot of these guys, they go along with it because based on how she looks or whatever, or if he thinks he's gonna get some. If a guy thinks he's gonna get some, there's a good chance he'll give the girl some money. There's a good chance, but I don't tolerate that shit. I don't do that random shit. We have to have established a relationship first before I start throwing money around. You know what I'm saying? That's like a lot of these guys go overseas. They go to another country, meet a girl the first time. He don't even got to spend the whole weekend with her. He might meet her overnight. He didn't even smash. He ain't done nothing with her. He don't even know this woman. He goes back home. The bitch might send him an email or text or call him or something like that. Oh, yeah, she'll give him a sob story. Oh, the baby got sick, or my mom got sick, and I ran out of money because I had to get some pills for my baby or my mom from the pharmacy. It was so expensive. Now my money is low, ain't gonna last me. I don't got enough money to pay the light bill, some bullshit. I pay rent or some shit. They'll give you some sob story. And that bitch, 9 times out of 10, that bitch is lying. So she's like, oh, Poppy, could you look out if you can? 9 times out of 10, that bitch is lying. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't the only guy she can pick up the phone and call and ask for money like that. But a lot of these guys are such simps and wimps out here. They'll fall for anything. And especially if she do break you off some and bust it open, you'll feel a lot of guys, if the girl busts it open and break him off some, a lot of these guys will feel obligated to give the money. Regardless of the amount, they'll feel obligated because they'll feel like, oh, she showed me a good time when I was in the Dominican Republic or in Brazil or Mexico. So next time I go down there, I'll see her again and hopefully she'll show me a good time again, give me some again or whatever. Man, please. When you get that money, there's a good chance you're never going to see that bitch ever again. That bitch going to move on to the next sucker. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't around. You ain't around her. And a lot of these women don't play that long distance relationship shit. They don't play that long distance shit. Let's keep in contact. I'll be back in 3 to 6 months or whenever you can afford to go back. So that's keep in contact. That's have a long distance relationship. Man, that's fantasy bullshit, man. Man, most of these women ain't doing that shit. Why would they? Shit, you think you're the only guy that told her that lies? Oh, let's keep in contact. You know what I'm saying? We can talk. We can still be friends. You can be my girl. You think you're the only guy that told her that shit? You know what I'm saying? You don't think this woman have options of the guy that's wherever she living at? You think you're the only guy in her town and her city where she live, and you think you're the only guy that approached her over the past, I don't know, 3 to 6 months that probably propositioned her the same way you did. He's local and you long distance. The bitch is in fucking what? Brazil, and you live in New York someplace. And you think she's supposed to wait for you. If you believe that shit, I got a bridge in Myrtle Beach you can jump off of. That bitch ain't gonna wait for you. Oh, yeah. Now, the next time you go back to Brazil, if you call her up, yeah, she might meet up with you again. But that bitch ain't gonna be waiting for you. She gonna have another guy. That pussy's gonna be getting smashed with somebody else when you're not around. You better believe that. In 6 to 12 months, however long it took you to go back. This ain't 1982, where in the 80s, women would wait around for guys. They would do the long distance thing, because a lot of women will say, "Well, hey, we have plans to be together, and this and that or whatever." And all that's cool. If y'all plan on being together, okay, that's cool. But these are random women here we talking about. You just met this bitch last month. You don't know nothing about her. You don't even know if you're going to be with her. She don't even know if you want to be with her. So this woman is looking at it like, shit, I just met him. I don't know shit about him. I don't even know where he's really from. Why should I wait around on somebody for what? 3 to 6 months or however long he's going to be back? I don't even know if he's going to be back. And plus, a lot of these women like to have a lot of attention in more ways than one, if you know what I'm talking about. So they're not going to be waiting around like that. Shit. These women like a lot of attention. You think the women in America like a lot of attention. Man, the more south you go, the more attention these women require. I'm telling you. Shit. All that. You come visit her once every what? Once every 3 months, once every 6 months for a weekend? Oh, hell no. That shit ain't gonna work. I'll tell you right now. That ain't gonna work. Unless you got a hell of a plan. Unless y'all have a hell of a plan and plan on be together, eventually, she might entertain that. She might go along with that. But you better have a hell of a plan. And it has to be believable. If not, man, that bitch is going to move on. She's going to have another guy hitting that box, playing in that jelly box. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah. And you might say, well, how you know? I met a bunch of these women. A lot of them live here in North America. All these women from Mexico all the way down, they live here in North America. A lot of them live in Florida, especially in South Florida, in that area. And a lot of them live in California. A lot of them live in New York. A lot of them live in Atlanta. I met a lot of them. A lot of them live here in North Carolina. I know how a lot of them think. They require a lot of attention. Shit. Even if you date some of these women in America, man, they're gonna be at your damn house. They want to be at your house all the goddamn time. Yeah, you date a Colombian chick or date a Dominican chick. Or even a Brazilian chick in America. Man, that bitch gonna be at your house all the time. You be like, damn, you gonna stay home sometime? Shit. That bitch, when she come over on the weekends, that bitch bring her whole bag. She bring her clothes for the whole fucking weekend. You be like, damn, this bitch, I got to tell this bitch to stay home this weekend. That's how a lot of these women are. Like, shit. And they want to have sex all the time. And when I say all the time, all the time. Man, why do you think they get pregnant so fast? These dudes bring these girls over, they get knocked up with the quickness. You're like, damn, man, she just came like a year ago and she already pregnant. 6 months pregnant already. She came here a year ago. I'm like, damn. Yeah, bro, yeah. Bro, they like a lot of attention, bro. And I'm not saying that's I'm not complaining about that. That's not a bad thing, by the way. But I'm telling you, if they into you, they ain't got time for nobody else. They ain't got time for no other man. They ain't got time for no side man. I mean, not like that. Unless she's Americanized or some shit like that. But even Americanized women, even if, let's say a woman that came from Colombia, she moved up here. She been here for 5, 10 years. Even that woman might become Americanized, but if she find the right guy, that's it. She locked in. She ain't got time to be playing around out in them streets. That's it. Hey, she gonna be coming over to your house every weekend. And eventually she's gonna be like, hey, why don't we just move in together? We can save some money. That's what's gonna happen. That's what usually happens. And you're gonna be having a hard time turning her down. Like, damn, yeah, she do be over here a lot. You know, she be looking out for her, brother. She help me made some money and help me save money and make money, and she helped me do a lot of shit. And you're gonna be trying to find a reason why she shouldn't move in. And you ain't gonna be able to come up with a reason why. Why not? Like, damn, shit, boy. Yeah, she's number one on the team. You be like, God damn, boy. Yeah. And then she do fuck the hell out of me. You know, do everything I want. You gonna be like, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good idea for us to move in. Easy. Yeah. You can't come up with nothing. You can't come up with nothing negative. You ain't gonna be able to come up with anything negative. It's either hit or miss. That's what it's gonna be in most cases. Because she's already made up her mind that you that dude. She's locked in. With both feet. She 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? You might look at her like, man, she's a little possessive. She want to see me all the time. But you know, that's the girl you should be with. That's the girl you should really be spending most of your time with. Because she's really into you like that. She'll do anything. Because she decided that you were that dude. Even before you knew it. But a lot of us, you know, we had the best, a lot of us didn't have the best role models growing up. So a woman that's acting like that, like I just described, that would scare a lot of us. A lot of us ain't really never seen a woman that act like that, behave like that, that's into a guy like that. That would scare a lot of guys. They'd be like, because, you know, we grew up, maybe our mom wasn't shit. You know, maybe our mom, a lot of us, a lot of us don't, a lot of guys don't want to admit to this. A lot of us were raised by hoes. Some of our moms were hoes. And that's who raised a lot of us. But we don't want to call our mom a hoe. But that's who raised a lot of these guys out here. A lot of them are hoes. You know, a lot of women were raised by hoes. Just like a lot of guys were raised by hoes. But no one wants to call a mom a hoe. But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So that messes our way of thinking up. If your mom was a hoe, you know, your mom got the hoe mentality that she gonna pass that shit down to you. And when you meet a woman that's about some shit, you meet a woman that was raised right, that shit gonna be foreign to you. You gonna be like, what the hell going on? This bitch crazy. You know what I'm saying? Nah, she ain't crazy. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that way. The way she's operating, that's how it's supposed to be. She's supposed to put you first. She's supposed to ask you, how you doing today? Are you okay? You need me to do anything? She's supposed to ask you that shit. Yeah, she's supposed to go out of her way to do things for you without even asking. She's supposed to cook for you. That's a given. If she can. That's basic shit, man. That's basic. I saw my mom do that to my dad when I was growing up. She's supposed to look nice, dress nice, and cater to you and want to look good for you. when y'all go out, or when y'all go to bed, or when y'all go on vacation, or when y'all go to the beach. He's supposed to want to put on a bikini or whatever. You know what I'm saying? When y'all go to the beach or go wherever, or go, I don't know, some event or something like that. She'll ask you, hey, you like this? How does this look on me? You like this dress? Or you like this pants or jean or a blouse or shoes or whatever? You like these panties? Whatever. That's normal shit. That's a given. She likes to look nice for her man. That's normal shit. You really shouldn't have to explain this type of shit to people these days. But if you were raised by a hoe, shit, you don't know no better. Because a hoe, the person with a hoe mentality, everything is transactional. If everything is transactional, well, shit, I'll do this if you do that. If you don't do this, I ain't doing that. See, that's the hoe mentality. Today, that's a big problem today. You got to pay like your way and all that bullshit that's going on out here today. I don't tolerate that bullshit. I'll cut them bitches off if they come to me with that whole mentality. Like I owe them something, like they entitled to something. I don't owe you nothing. I don't owe nobody nothing. Last I checked, it's a fair trade. I gave just like you gave. I ain't obligated to do nothing. I ain't obligated to do nothing. So I don't play that shit. I don't care what your mama told you or what your daddy told you. And I ain't your sorry ass daddy. Your simp ass daddy. I ain't like your daddy. Your daddy was a chump, a coward that kiss people's ass, kiss women's ass all the time. I don't do any of that. You got a lot of people that watch their dad and they kiss their mom's ass all their life, and then they'll grow up and they think that the guy is some other guy that she's dating is supposed to kiss her ass. No, I don't do any of that shit. I wasn't raised up like that. So I can't relate to that. To me, that's some weirdo shit. That's weirdo shit to me. I wasn't taught to walk around on the eggshells and don't say what's on your mind. Tell her what you want to hear, and even if she look a hot mess, tell her how beautiful she is and how great she is. Hell no. If I don't like something, God damn it, I'm gonna say I don't like the shit. I ain't no actor or entertainer. You know what I'm saying? Hell with all that shit. And what the hell am I kissing somebody's ass for? What's the benefit of me kissing somebody's ass? Because she won't give me none. Well, I'll get it from somebody else if that's the case. If that's the case, do I really need it that bad? I mean, come on, man. You think your woman got the best cooch in the world? Man, come on, man. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. What we doing out here? You think, oh, she's the best I ever had. So what? It's more to a woman than just the cooch. So what? It's all in the mind anyway. It's all in your mind. 90%. Overnight, it's all in your mind. How you see her is usually how it goes mentally. If you attracted her, you think she thinks she's a pretty good looking girl. That's half of the battle right there. Y'all get intimate. It starts even before the touching. It's all in the mind. You know, if you don't get the mindset right, it's the vibe is always going to be off anyway. Wherever the mind goes, the body tends to flow. That's what they always say. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of people's the energy is off with a lot of couples, because they're not on the same page. They don't, you know, one person thinking one thing and the other person is thinking another thing. You know, so that's why I people say, "Oh, what type of girl you like?" I like who like me. That's basically it. That's all I can say. And the right woman always shows up, and I'm always attracted to her. You know, a lot of us people aren't vibing with us, and we know it. We know it. We know they ain't not vibing with us. We know we don't have chemistry with this woman. We know she don't really like us, but we still sticking it out. We thinking that it's going to get better, and it's never going to get better. We're hopeful, right? Hope. We're hopeful. Hope is a joke. It ain't about no hope. How long are you going to be hoping? You're going to be hoping and you're going to be old as hell. Still hoping. You're going to still be hoping. And you were such a coward because you knew you should have ended that relationship with that woman a long time ago. But you, I'm going to stick it out. Stick it out for what? You know they ain't going to get no better. Deep down, you know it. You know she don't care about you. If anything happens to you, if you get sick or have some freak accident, that bitch is gonna fucking, she ain't gonna have your best interest. And everybody knows somebody like that. Have been in a situation, been around somebody, something might have happened to them, and the person might have ended up in the hospital, and you know that it's usually the closest person legally has to make a decision what to do with this person. Then maybe they have to go into surgery or some type of shit like that. And this no good bitch wants to pull the plug and let her husband die because she don't give a fuck about him. Everybody has heard stories like this, you know, and this happens because people around people that don't really care about them, because the relationship was transactional from the get-go. And nothing, there was no emotional connection there with this person, and they knew it, but they stuck around. They just want to stick it out with this old stinking ass bitch. You know, you have to be honest with yourself, and see, when you're honest with yourself, that's the best thing that you could ever do. When you're dishonest you lie to yourself, you disrespecting yourself. And that's a different level of disrespect. You can lie to other people, but you can't lie to yourself. You can't fool yourself. You can fool other people all day long. It's an old saying that used to go, you can fool some people some of the time, but you can't fool them all the time. But you can't fool yourself none of the time. That's a fact. You can be in denial all you want. Until something happens and you get in a tight situation, and now you're fucked. Because you spent all your time around this old, low down, trifling ass bitch for all these years. And you should have ended that relationship a long time ago, but you choose not to. And that's your fault. Because you're being a coward. And everybody knows somebody that's been that way. You might have been one of those guys. Everybody knows a guy that's been like that. Everybody's met a guy that's been like that. Or maybe you might have a friend that's like that. Well, you hanging around, even you, the guy that you probably know that's like that, even you can tell that that bitch don't care about him. But she's around anyway. With all her demands and things she expects, all her expectations and all that bullshit that nobody really cares about. And them type of relationship, those transactional type relationships, that shit has to go. You have to end that shit. It's the faster you get out of those relationships, the better you are and the better she is. You doing her a favor. I always say this. The faster you can get rid of her, the better. And if, for whatever reason, if she comes to you one day and says, hey, I want to end this and I'm leaving, let that bitch go. I don't care how bad you feel. You can cry. Hey, you're only human. Let that bitch go. She's doing you a favor. You just don't realize it yet. And a couple months gonna go by. The next woman you meet is gonna be 10 times better than her. And you're gonna look back, you'll be like, damn, man, she really did me a favor. She let me off easy. She didn't want nothing. She didn't want shit. She left. She just took her clothes and her bag and some bags. That's it. She didn't want shit. She wasn't arguing. Nothing. I just want to leave. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got kids, the bitch might have left you with the damn kids that y'all had. Let that bitch go. She can come and visit. She's still doing you a favor. You might not like it, but let that bitch go. You don't want anybody around you that don't want to be around you. You don't want nobody to be around you that you feel like they're stuck or they don't have a choice. The hell with that. Let her go and let her enjoy her life. And the day that she leaves, the day that she walks out that door, wherever you take her to the airport, when you take her to the airport or when she get in the car or however when she leaves the house, wherever y'all live at, this should be your last words. I hope you find what you want and keep this in mind. This is it. You can't come back. This relationship is over from this day forward. That's what you should tell her. Those should be your last words to her. You can't come back. That's it. This is the end of the chapter. yeah, you can come visit the kids, or I'll, send them to you, whatever, however, or drop them off or whatever. But that's it. We don't have nothing else together after this. Man, that's it. She'll be doing you a favor. For real. And it don't matter why she left. It don't matter why she left. The bitch gone. And that's it. And I guarantee you, the next woman you meet will be 10 times better. You're going to have less headache. Everything going to be in harmony. And going to be less bullshit. And I've seen it happen over and over again. I've seen it happen over and over again. I've seen it happen over and over, But hey, she can come visit the kids or pick the kids up. Or you can send her the kids or put them on a plane or whatever. But she can't stay. And this relationship is over. End of the chapter. It's like closing the door on a fucking refrigerator or some shit like that. That's it. What up, Marcus? A girl who is obsessed with you is the key almost all the time. You got that right. They can't stay. Yep, you got that right. You know what I'm saying? That's it, man. That's pretty much all I had to say. But anybody want to come on, got something to say real quick. I'm gonna put the link in here. Otherwise, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? And P.S. by the way, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Don't forget to check out my Patreon. I just put a new episode up yesterday. Yeah, I just put a new episode up yesterday. And not today. What's the next time? I don't know what's the next time, Mike. I don't know. I don't got no schedule for these lives no more. Yeah, I don't got no schedule for none of these lives. I do it whenever I feel, basically. I'm start doing mainly uploads now. And plus, I focus on my other channel. More than this. So that's how it's going to be from here on out. I do this shit for fun. And just to, kind of keep in contact with people or whatever. But the other channel is where I'm focused on, Yeah. And plus I can use this, the live for, the podcast. So, that's how it's gonna go, man. That's how it is from now on. That's how it is it's gonna be from now and throughout 2024, basically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, So share this episode and all that good stuff. I'm out.
All right. Just got the call, it's going down tonight. It's a lot of goodbyes here tonight. But then I saw the sky and that I like.